Okay. If there are no questions, then we will be moving ahead with our first topic, which is macros. Okay. Now, before moving ahead with the macro, I want you to know that just a brief introduction, all of you are already aware, but how Excel works. So you know this is how Excel looks. If you don't have Excel in your system, just download it. Once you download your Excel, there is a hierarchy. One top level hierarchy is called as workbook, and inside workbook you can have multiple worksheets. So these Q1, Q2, sheet 5 tasks, micro steps, these all are worksheets that I have created inside my macro example workbook. Okay, so this is the workbook and these are the worksheets. Now, moving ahead with macros part. What is macro? Anyone is having any idea of macro? Can anyone share if you already know what is macro?
I think the automation process of it, right?
Automation process. Okay, okay.
We can
Any other?
automate all the, yeah, we can automate all the manual tasks what we do in Excel. Not
Okay,
only in Excel, we can do use this macros for all the Microsoft Office applications.
correct, correct. What about any other point? Anyone else?
Any, yeah,
Hmm.
like
Go ahead.
we have lot of libraries into it. We can use, different.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Complete your statement. Yep.
So we can use it and develop, you using Excel as a front end and back end. We can use some other libraries for the processing.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Any other point? Okay. So I'll tell you, if you don't know, these are the correct points which others mentioned. Now, if there is anyone who doesn't know what is macro, so macro you can consider this is one feature in Excel. Now, what that feature does, you can consider it in a way that it lets you record any task. So whatever task you are doing in Excel sheet, it records that task. And once you stop the recording, whatever task gets recorded in that macro, you can run that macro on multiple worksheets or workbooks that are available in your system. So macros is automating the task. You are doing the task only one time and you are recording that task, and you just need to click two things, like just two keys in your keyboard for other worksheets, and your task will be completed in those worksheets. You don't have to manually do that whole task again in another worksheets. What is the task? It can be a easy task like sorting the data, or it can be a complex task like creating calculations on multiple columns, filtering the columns, doing some formatting on the data. So that can happen from the easy task till the advanced task. Okay. Now, how you apply the macro. So I'll give you the example, but before that, you need to make sure that whenever you are applying macro, for example, this is the small data. On this, I have done some macro. Now, the same macro I am applying on, let's say, this sheet. Will that be applicable? No, obviously not. Your format of data should be same. The formatting of the data here and the formatting of the data here is different. So you cannot apply macro, it will give you an error. Okay, so it's better to see, and it is logical also that you are having same format of the data and then you are applying macro on that data. Let's say, what is this? You can just imagine this is a some person name, some applicant name, and this is the age return of that applicant. For example, this type of data coming to me every day. I am a data analyst. We are circulating some form or through a software when people are enrolling or registering. I am getting this data daily. Now, whatever data I'm getting, I cannot store it in a way. You all are data analyst person. You know that how bad this is to store the data like this, right? I want to format it so that I can use it in future properly.